Dumelang, welcome to another episode of the Mobile Schools podcast. Remember, don't like, don't subscribe, nobody shares. Today, I just want to talk about uh, troll farms. So, we all know about what happened in like 2016, where we had like Russians running like these farms where they had people just spreading fake news, and they were targeting black people, and they were targeting Christians, and just trying to create this situation of making them feel like they need to be together and then fuck shit up, which is something that happened with QAnon when they all went to Capitol Hill, when they all went to Capitol Hill to try to take over the government, which was stupid, but I mean, it's QAnon, right? But then what I've noticed is that in South Africa, we don't even need to have a country or a company to focus on creating even better or well-run troll farms. You just need to have one person that has a big following, and the problem in South Africa, especially on Twitter, is that we have this one person that will speak all the nonsense in the world, but because they have their own connection to each other, because they share promotion work. So Lindwe Sisulu can reach out to them and say, hey, I'll give you 250, literally like 20 euros for you to tweet that I'm doing something great, and then your followers will retweet, and then we get them to get paid. So the troll farms in South Africa, it's a different story. It's not somebody outside of government trying to destroy the government. It's people in government trying to influence the vibe of everybody else. And we also need to be careful when it comes to the type of content that's being shared on Twitter by all these troll farms. So we have to be careful when it comes to troll farms, but also we need to understand that politicians use it. Herman Mashaba is gaining a lot of popularity because he's one of the people who's speaking against uh, migration, illegal migration, but he hides it behind like, oh no, people need to have the proper papers to come in, but he's just being a xenophobic piece of shit. Cool for him, man, like he's getting his vote. But to be honest, we need to be careful of social media. At the same time, we've noticed how social media does not necessarily translate to votes. The EFF kills it every week. They're always trending about something they did, something the leader tweeted, Julius Malema. I hope you registered. And yes, I think there's a conspiracy to not get young people voted. That's why you couldn't do it online, but that's a topic for another day. No, actually, that's not a topic for another day. We are dealing with a situation where government institutions like the IEC are being used by the ruling party to make sure that young people are not voting for them, because they know young people are tired of their bullshit. It's young people that do not have jobs. It's young people that cannot afford to get educated. So how do you make sure that they don't remove you and vote for Action SA or vote for EFF? Don't get them to register. Tell people that they can register online, where old people are gonna go, or they went 10 years ago, they went 20 years ago, so they are in the system. But young new voters couldn't vote for shit online. It kept saying the system crashed. And there needs, I don't want to say there should be an investigation because there's too many of them already, but we need to look into those type of soft wars that the government is playing, which are dirty. It's a very dirty game that they play. So be careful of troll farms. Be careful of people that are easily influenced to tweet something that's not even their opinion. We're living in dangerous times because all of this leads to Twitter saying, oh, okay, this person is paid to lie, so let's remove them. Let's remove their video. If it makes them money, of course, they're not going to remove it. Depends on how they feel. Facebook does it. They don't remove all those troll farms that they know, and people that they know are spreading false information. They're not removing them. But it is what it is, man. I want to talk about our project, which is vertical farming. We are working with a Belgian company that's trying to introduce new ways of farming using technology. I'll give you more details about that when it's closer to being launched, and we've sent an email to the Belgian ambassador in Belgium to just give us like guidelines. Hopefully they respond as soon as possible. We've also sent an email to the delegation of Flanders and Wallonia in South Africa to just tell them that, hey, we want to work with this on this project with this company. Is this something you want to be involved in? It's very important to establish those triple P relationships, public private partnerships. So hopefully by next week I'll have good news for us guys. But this is gonna help a lot of black farmers, not even like just black farmers, people that are into farming. So as much as we're trying to introduce digital vertical private farming, if there's an opportunity for people to go to somebody's farm to learn about this technology, they can go to that place. If somebody wants to produce strawberries, they don't have to go to one place or wait for a week where we're going to talk about that. They can immediately go to that place that produces strawberries, cabbages, like poultry. So our proposal is based on that, where we say we have like 5 farmers who have agreed to work on this, and because the most important thing is sustainability. If you have somebody that deals with pigs and somebody wants to get pigs into farming pigs, they know where to go for the digital lab, the farm that deals with pigs, instead of like going to a one place that tries to do everything in one building. So we're not going to doing that. Even the vertical farming thing that we're trying to do, we're gonna get one place that does it very well, and then we say, hey, we'd like to use your space as a class for our curriculum about farming, food security, and food production. In closing, I just want to share on CPESA. So CPESA stands for Collaboration on International ICT Policy for East and Southern Africa. So these are the motherfuckers who are hosting an event. Should be tomorrow. I don't care. I tried to register and I couldn't because they don't respond to emails. So here's the thing about you little organizations that focus on internet freedoms. Do not make it difficult for Africans to access it. If you guys are going to talk about how governments are blocking internet to spread information or to prevent any messages from getting out, stop trying to make these things exclusive. It's this bad habit of you guys going to these European universities and going back home and using your connections to act like you're doing something very important, which is not true, because all you're doing is that you're excluding people that want to participate. As a company that focuses on installing Wi-Fi, iCure, check it out, internet connection in our lifetime. We install Wi-Fi for you. We're struggling with towers because there's motherfuckers who are stealing batteries, so it's hard to get a company to come build a tower close to where you are so you can have better internet. Don't get me started on fiber. Like, they don't even want to see it, they steal it. Like, that copper thing needs to change. But yeah, CPESA is doing an amazing webinar about internet blockages around Africa, which is an amazing thing. But yo guys, if you want to register, let's send us a link. We register. 3 minutes we out. We have things to do. We don't need you to tell us to download an app no. Why am I downloading an app? Put that shit on Zoom. Put that shit on YouTube. Send it to us via WhatsApp after it has concluded and you've edited it. But this nonsense of you guys trying to get us to download some stuff, no. We already have enough things on our phones. We have Meets, we have WhatsApp, we have YouTube, we have all these apps. We can't download another one. No, stop it. And remember, it's very important to remember this. I am not a podcaster. Not at all. I'm an independent TED Talk. Awela.